Looking forward to it. Now, how about this? We begin with our top story. What may be the largest IT outage in history. Millions of computers hijacked by what's known as the blue screen of death. The source, not a cyber attack, but a faulty update by the security firm CrowdStrike, impacting the largest operating system in the world, Microsoft Windows. The biggest impact, no doubt, airports. Scenes like this played out all over the world, really. Long lines of passengers, tickets to nowhere, basically, as the major airlines called for the temporary ground stops until they could figure out a way forward. Arrival and departure boards went dark, forcing airline agents to go old school, break out the megaphones and those whiteboards.
It's been terrible. I have a 5-year-old nephew who's cranky, wants to go home. My 85-year-old grandmother is sleeping on the floor. I've never seen her do that in my life.
Now, this time lapse really puts it into perspective. Look at your screen. This is what U.S. air travel looked like from 9 p.m. last night to 7 o'clock this morning. You can see the numbers just drop off like fireflies going away. According to FlightAware, nearly 40,000 flights are delayed, with more than 4,000 cancellations worldwide. The FAA says the impact could last through the weekend. So if you have a flight or someone to pick up this weekend, double check. Your reporter Kayla Muller joins us now in studio with the local impacts. This has been a tough day, especially for IT departments.
Yeah, that's right, Tony. Sacramento County says some of its public counters were closed today at the Building Permit Center and the Coroner's Office. Others, like the Tax Collection Center, were able to reopen after a few hours. Some local hospitals tell us they've been monitoring their operations, and while some small businesses had to come up with a new game plan.
Due to the major software incident, we are closed until it can be resolved.
We will probably lose about half of our business today.
If you're trying to get a hold of Broadway Sacramento's box office, they're closed until further notice. This is due to the global outage caused by CrowdStrike, a cybersecurity company popular for its antivirus software.
Cybersecurity products continually need to have refreshed updates, and it's one of those updates that's caused this issue.
IT experts say this isn't a quick fix, and it's because this specific crash requires manual reboot. We've reached out to our local hospitals. Kaiser and Dignity Health say they have some impacts, but their facilities are open and they are treating patients.
It's also important that businesses have cyber resilience plans in place and actually test their business operating without the cyber connection, because this type of thing could happen. It could be a power outage, it could be an internet outage, it could be a natural disaster.
This IT expert says this outage might heighten the requirement for businesses to have plans in place should this happen in the future. I spoke with a spokesperson for Sacramento International Airport who tells me things got back to normal around 7 a.m. Friday for them after, according to the FAA, multiple airlines grounded all flights. But I spoke with one couple who tells me they were on their flight taxiing for takeoff back home to Virginia when the pilot turned off the engine and announced the ground stop. They've been trying to get back on a flight ever since last night.
5 in the morning, we found, I think it was the last room in the Wyndham. We had gone to other hotels along the way. They were all shut down, either full or shut down because of the software problem.
Ralph Saunders also happens to be in the IT industry.
I'm in the industry. I've been in the industry for almost 50 years. There's no excuse for what happened.
I reached out to CrowdStrike and they sent me a statement back saying, in part, all of CrowdStrike understands the gravity and impact of the situation. We quickly identified the issue and deployed a fix, allowing us to focus diligently on restoring customer systems as our highest priority. They also mentioned that this was not a cyber attack,
which was everyone's first guess, but that's good to hear. Kayla, thank you for the update. Public safety agencies in Stanislaus County, they were also impacted by the outage. Modesto Fire and police say some of their support services were delayed, but we're told emergency calls were not impacted. And get this, the sheriff's office says their IT staff had to go to each patrol car to fix the laptops that deputies use.